Alright guys, now we're picking things up on page 105, Project Tasks. It's time to put all your skills to work to arrange the rest of the song. Your goal will be to drag each of your favorite loops to the timeline into a new track and then place it where directed. Before you get started, go ahead and change the horizontal zoom in your workspace so that you can see the entire first 20 bars as well as the loops browser. So let me open that up. And let me zoom so I can see the first 20 bars. That's good. Also, drag the top track, Twilight Piano, down to the bottom of the tracks area so you can build the other melody tracks below the main melody track. Alright, Twilight Piano right here. Clicking and dragging all the way down, you'll see that recorded region also followed. Drag the muted slow motion piano track below the Twilight Piano track. That's the muted slow motion. We need to drag that below the Twilight Piano. Number 1 on page 105. Unmute the solo motion piano track. Drag the top right edge of the region until the loops stop at bar 17. Okay, let me find bar 17 with my playhead. Drag it over. Now I can get this region right here, grab it at the top right corner, and drag it out to bar 17. Number 2. Drag the barricade arpeggio loop from the loops browser to the timeline so that it starts at bar 8. Alright, let me find it real quick. Barricade arpeggios right here. We need that to start at bar 8, so let me drag my playhead over to bar 8. And placing it underneath the slow motion piano. It says here to extend it by 1 measure so that it stops at bar 10. Let me move my playhead to bar 10 so that it gives me a marker to follow. And there we go. It says this loop will overlap 1 measure in either direction of bar 9 with the melody loop. When the melody loop repeats. This will act as an acoustic distraction from the melody repetition and an accent to the overall music. Number 3. Drag rhyming scheme sub-bass from the browser to the timeline and loop it so that it starts at bar 9 and stops at bar 19. Alright, so rhyming scheme sub-bass. Let me find it real quick. Rhyming scheme sub-bass starts at 9 and stops at 19. Okay, so let me set my playhead up at 9. And we need to loop it until it stops at bar 19. Let me move my playhead out to bar 19 so I can use that as a marker. Grab the upper right hand corner and drag that out to 19. Flipping the page over to page 106. Drag rhyming scheme synth lead from the browser to the timeline so it starts at bar 3 and stops at bar 5. So moving this over to bar 3 now, playhead's at bar 3. I'm going to grab the synth lead, the rhyming scheme synth lead, dragging it and dropping it, starting at bar 3. It says here that I need to option drag the rhyming scheme synth lead region and place the duplicate down the track so that it starts at bar 15 and stops at bar 17. So let me move my playhead so that I can line that up at 15. I'm going to option and click on the rhyming scheme synth lead and drag that duplicate all the way over to 15. Didn't work. I Command Z, Let's start that one over. There we go. Worked that time. Number 5 on page 106. Drag all your base gated synth from the browser to the timeline so it starts at bar 13 and stops at bar 17. So let me search for that one now. Alright, so here it is. All your base gated synth. We need to start that at 13. So let me move my playhead to 13 so it gives me a ruler to follow. Grab my gated synth, drag it down here, let it go. Started at 13, it's going to end at 17. That looks good. It says to hide the loop browser now. Play the finished song. Let's see how it sounds. Pressing return or enter to put that playhead back at 0. Pressing spacebar to play. Congratulations, you guys just mixed a loop song. Very good. Go ahead and make sure that you save this last name .lesson3 and then upload that to Blackboard. No need to do the bonus exercise on page 107. You guys are through with lesson 3.